Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Today's lesson is 4b, and the lesson title will be The Great Outdoors. This lesson will be for third grade intermediate. For the second semester, the book is Full Blast. This lesson will be presented by Faisal Al-Ghandi. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to identify some expressions with time, identify structures of reported speech, especially commands and requests, write a paragraph about some true events. Before we start with the grammar, I want to let's first start with the vocabulary. There is a vocabulary exercise on page number 51.
Full blast. Sing.
So go to page 51. This exercise is talking about the expressions that are related to the word time. Now I want you first to listen to these sentences, and then we will match the boldface words, the expressions that are written in bold, with their meanings on the right. Listen to the sentences first.
2. Vocabulary. Listen. What do the expressions in bold mean? Match them with the definitions A to H.
1. My dad spends his free time making model planes. 2. Stop wasting your time playing computer games. Do something useful. 3. You've got until the weekend to finish the project, so take your time. 4. Arnold is really busy, but he's going to try and make time to have coffee with his friends. 5. My parents always give me a hard time when I don't finish my homework. 6. My favorite sport is tennis, but I also play basketball from time to time. 7. We have some time to kill before lunch, so let's go for a walk. 8. Don't forget to wear your helmet at all times.
All right, so my dad spends his free time making model planes. What is the meaning of spends his free time? Does it mean always? Find the time to do something. Sometimes, pass the time, make someone's life difficult, don't hurry, not use your time wisely, or have nothing to do. What's the meaning of spends his free time? Yes, it means pass the time. Pass the time. What's the meaning of wasting your time? Wasting your time. What is the meaning of that? You are right. It is not use your time wisely, not to use your time in a wise way. What's the meaning of take your time? Take your time. If I tell you, take your time, there is nothing to hurry. There's no need to hurry. That means don't hurry. Don't hurry. F. What is the meaning of make time? Make time. You are right. It means to find the time to do something. Find the time to do something. Give me a hard time. What is the meaning of that? What's the meaning of give someone a hard time? Make someone's life difficult. Excellent. What is the meaning of from time to time? In a time or another. That means sometimes. Sometimes. What's the meaning of have time to kill or have some time to kill? So you have nothing to do and you want to kill that time. That means have nothing to do. Excellent. At all times. We still have one more answer, which is Always. Always, at all times. Excellent. Now we will go to the grammar, and the lesson is talking about reported speech. And when we talk about reported speech, we have different kinds of sentences. Today we are going to talk about the commands, imperative sentences, and requests, and sometimes we call them polite requests. When we talk also about reported speech, we should mention that there is a direct speech and reported speech. What is the difference between them? Direct speech is when you say the sentence as it was said by the speaker. For example, use the bucket to wash the car, don't make a mess. You see the quotation marks right here? There is a quotation mark right here and here. My dad said. So what did the dad or his dad said? He said this sentence exactly as it is. When we report this speech, some changes might be applicable on the sentence. Like if you look at this sentence, my dad told me to use the bucket to wash the car and not to make a mess. As you can see, there are no quotation marks like in this sentence, and some changes has been applied on this sentence. The same happens to here, to this sentence. John, please turn the TV off, George said. So this is what George has said exactly as it was said by him. John, please turn the TV off. When we report this sentence, we say it like this. George asked John to turn the TV off. So how can we make these changes? Now, I'm going to show that. I want you to have a look at this picture. Now, look at this picture. And first, we are going to start with the commands and the positive commands. Positive commands, the commands that has no, it hasn't the word not in it. So as you can see, this man is opening the door. So maybe somebody told him to open the door. Okay. Open the door, John said. So what did John say? He said, open the door. Open the door. This is a command. If I tell you, open the door, this is a command. This is an imperative sentence. So if I want to report this sentence and tell what has John said, I make some changes. Look here. I brought John to the beginning, the speaker, the one who said the sentence. Then I use the word told as it is a command. Who did he tell? He told me, for example. So John told me, and then I insert the word to. Then I complete the sentence as it is. Open the door. Open the door. So John told me to open the door. What are the changes that we have made on this sentence? Of course, this is the direct speech, and this is the reported speech. The changes that has been applied on this sentence are, first, we remove the quotation marks. So you can see the quotation marks are removed in the second sentence. Bring the name of this person who requested at or to the beginning. So this is the name of the person who made or who said the sentence. We brought him to the beginning. We insert the words asked or requested if it is a polite request, but this sentence is a command, so we use told or ordered for commands after the person who requested or who commanded or who made the command. Insert to, we inserted to, and apply any needed changes in pronouns or in the sentence generally. What if the sentence was a request? What if the sentence was a request? Like in this picture, as you can see, he said, close the door, please. So this is a command with the word please. Please involve a polite word. So this is a polite word. As you can see, it is the same, but we have the word please. Some small changes will be applied in this way. So close the door, please, ma'am said. And here, I will not use told or ordered. I will use asked. He asked me to close the door. So mom asked me to close the door. What are the changes that has been applied to the direct speech? These are the changes that we have made to this sentence. We remove the quotation marks as before. We bring the name of the person who requested to the beginning. Then, this one. Then we insert ask or requested for request. And as this is a request, we use ask. Maybe I can use here requested. I will not use told or ordered because this is not a command, this is a request. We also insert the word to, and we apply any changes that we need in the sentence. Add to that I remove the word please. I remove the word please. So mom asked me to close the door. I didn't write please. Sometimes a polite request has words like can you or could you. Can you or could you. For example, can you close the door? Could you close the door? And in this situation, also, I will remove can you or could you from the sentence. I will omit it. All right, what about the negative commands? So if I say, for example, don't open the door. Don't open the door. This is a negative sentence. This is a negative command, actually. So what if someone told me not to open the door? For example, my father said, don't open the door. Don't open the door. What will I do in this sentence? I will do the same. I will bring the name of the speaker to the beginning. Then I will use told as it is a command, or ordered maybe. And in this situation, I will remove don't, and I will insert not to and complete the sentence. So my father told me not to open the door. Excellent. So what are the changes that has been applied to the direct speech? We removed the quotation marks. We brought the name of the person who requested to the beginning. We inserted asked or requested, and this situation we inserted told because it is a command, after the person who requested. We remove don't and insert not to and apply any needed changes in pronouns. All right, now let's go to the writing activity. Before that, we have some exercise to do on page number 51, and it is related to grammar.
Full blast.
Let's do this exercise. And here you are going to rewrite the sentences using the reported speech and the verbs that are given. So he gives you the verb that you are going to use. Help me feed the horses, please. As you can see, please. Please, this is a request. The farmer said to Darren. So who is the speaker? The farmer. So we can say the farmer asked Darren to help, not me, help him feed the horses. And we remove please, as I told you before. Don't give me a hard time, my brother said. This is a command. This is a negative command. So we are also going to use tell or order. So I can say, my brother told, in the past, told me not to, so I remove don't and I put not to, give him a hard time. Not to give him a hard time. Please clean the mud off your shoes. Sorry. Please clean the mud off your shoes, Harry said to Mike. So this is a polite request, as you can see. This is a request. So I say, Harry asked Mike, we remove please, we say, to clean the mud off, not your shoes, his shoes. So to clean the mud off his shoes. Don't move, the police officer said to the bank robber. So here we say, the police officer ordered the bank robber not to move. The police officer ordered the bank robber not to move. So as you can see, all the verbs are going to be changed into the past tense. Next exercise is the speak and write exercise. Let's start with that. All right. So writing activity. Activity A. So imagine that you are Bill from the dialogue on page number 50. Unfortunately, we haven't done that due to the limited time we have. Describe to the class what happened to you and how you felt. So I ask you now to go back to page number 50 and read the dialogue that was between Tom, I think, and Bill, and their friend, I think, Ali, and try to tell the story as if Bill is telling it. All right, I went back there and I come up with this story. Farmer Ted, so this is Bill speaking, Farmer Ted asked me to clean the cow's shed, so I went to get a bucket and a spade from the shed and got started. The thing is, Tom told me that the cowshed was next to the farmhouse. So I started cleaning it. Suddenly something kicked me and I fell into the mud. It was horrible. So this is the story as if Bill was speaking. In activity B, you are asked to read the plan for writing a true event. So if you are going to talk about a true event that happened in the past, you have to follow these instructions. Well, you are advised to follow these instructions. When you are writing an account of a true event, remember to use the first person singular or plural. So you can say I or we. So because you are talking about an event that you have witnessed. So we say I or we. In the introduction, you can give some information about the settings. What is the setting? The setting is the place, the environment, the time when it happens, and the characters that are in this story. So this is the setting of the event, when and where it happened, who you were with, etc. So these are some information about the event. The main part is going to describe what happened exactly. So you tell the story, the whole story. Remember to use past tenses. This is very important. You use past tenses because this story happened in the past. Linking words, phrases, and expressions, and also this should be used. Conclusion at the end, the third paragraph, maybe a conclusion. describe how the event ended and make a short comment on your experience or how did you feel at the end. All right. Activity C is asking you to think of something that has happened to you or imagine that you are Bill. Complete the notes below, making up any information you need. So the introduction, as I told you, should be about when, where, and who were you with. So when did it happen? For example, you can say about a month ago. Where did it happen? For example, I can say at my grandfather's house in the village, for example. Who were you with? I was with my grandfather. Okay, this is the story. We arrived at the lake early in the morning, and as the time passed, my grandfather felt sleepy. In the end, he fell asleep on the boat, and I continued fishing and enjoying the landscape. Suddenly, I caught a huge fish. It was fighting to free itself from the hook, and I was trying not to let it escape. Before I knew it, I fell over the boat and into the cold water. Meanwhile, my grandfather had woken up and helped me get back on the boat. Now let's go to the conclusion. What happened in the end? I can say, for example, I never went fishing again. And how did you feel? It was an unforgettable experience, but not in a good way. Now the third exercise, that you are going to bring everything together and make the whole story. You will have the introduction like this one, then the main part. The only thing we made here is that we bring everything together. Okay, that's it for the writing. One more thing I want to tell you is the homework. I want you, in a minute, I'll tell you about the
Full blast.
homework that you are going to do. So go to the workbook here, and I want you to do this exercise. You are going to choose A, B, or C. The farmer asked to take me to take, or me take. Of course, it is me to take. This is a very easy one. And here you are asked to report the speech. Steer clear of the cows, my uncle said to me. So my uncle told me to steer clear of the cows. All right, that was it for today, and thank you very much. I hope that you have understood everything and you have enjoyed our lesson. See you next time.